sometimes people have what it takes, but they haven't recognized it yet. Just go forward. So what do you need to do? How do you stand out? So what you need to do is be that person that's different and is bigger than you think. Rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenixes that you are.
Welcome, everybody, and hello. This is Andrew David, Blake Newbar's partner program. So today, first off, we dive into mindset, skill set. We talk about a number of things. We talk about branding beginning of this week, differences between branding and marketing. We talked about different ways to kind of sit down and start to outline your own brand. Again, that's if you're starting out, may not be necessary right now, but it's a good thing to kind of develop into and outline the foundations behind what your brand will be. Having the pillars in place as you begin to build will be helpful. Now, from a personal perspective, from a personal development perspective, I was passed along just a line from a poem earlier today, and it's one of my favorites. So some of you guys may have heard the poem called Our Deepest Fear. This is by Marianne Williamson. So I'll share the link for this. You guys can read through it on your own, but I just want to read through it and then comment a couple of things for you. So number one, ladies and gentlemen, Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. So our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightening and about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. First time I heard this was years ago at a conference, and I don't know how I had missed it before that. A good friend of mine, a mentor, a gentleman I've had on this call, was the one that had shared it as he was speaking. And as he started to read it, it rang true within me in a way that
Can I help you?
woke something and allowed me to focus on a higher level. Guys, I think the fear of success, the fear of becoming who we should, of living up to potential, is more damaging to many of us than the fear of failure. Because we fear if we succeed, if we truly let our light out, if we become everything that we are capable of becoming, when we live up to our potential, then other people are going to feel insecure around us. People are going to put us down. Or if we attain that, will we be able to maintain it? Will you be able to continue to push yourself forward at the level that you were born to exhibit? And I look and I thought about that within myself, and I'm constantly reminded about this poem and just the line, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, was sent to me. And I knew I had to share it again today with you guys. I want you to assess where you are. Is the reason that maybe you haven't pushed forward or achieved, part of it might be that fear of failure, but how many of you truly, it's really a fear of success, or don't throw just the initial, oh no, that's not me. Truly look at it. Some of you, it's not. Absolutely. But if you look, what's the reason you keep pushing against those upper limits? What's the reason you haven't taken that big leap? So what I'd recommend doing today, guys, is rereading this poem. I will hand it along to you. Add this to some reading along with Gay Hendricks and The Big Leap. Grab that book if you haven't yet. If you have it, but it's been a year since you've read it, read it again. Look at what you're capable of. Look at where your potential is. And it's time to break through some of those limits and make manifest all of the light and potential that's within you. You will have along this journey, you're going to have some men and women, some friends, family members. You're going to have some around you that aren't willing to lift you up. They're going to tell you to dim the light, to not push so hard, to be careful. What happens if you fall? What happens if you fail? Push forward. Yeah, David, the mission is absolutely possible. Success is. Okay. It doesn't come about, shining a light, especially when there's a consistent darkness around, requires consistent fuel. Just like any fire, just like a lantern in the darkness, you have to consistently give it fuel for that light to remain. And if you don't, then it will eventually diminish and go away. So decide that you're going to light that fire, light it, and then constantly give it fuel so that you can burn away the darkness that's there. Live up to your potential. I'm going to give you the link for this poem. There's other poems on there, but that's the challenge today, guys. Just go out and read that. Sit down with The Big Leap. Start reading that again. Recognize where you're at, where your potential could be, as long as you push yourself to that and follow through with it. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to keep it brief today. There's no reason to drag it on. So on that note, go have an amazing day. Be fantastic. Some of you guys are walking in at The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks is the book. So the poem is Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. And I'll drop the link here into the challenge group. You've got that. Read it along with The Big Leap. Think about what your potential is and go make it an awesome day. And I'll talk with everybody tomorrow. Take care, guys.
Sometimes people have what it takes, but they haven't recognized it yet. Just go forward. So what do you need to do? How do you stand out? So what you need to do is be that person that's different and is bigger than you think. Rise from the ashes and fly like the phoenixes that you are.